Hey y'all, it's Jade Marie and I'm joined by Marcus J, footballer and model. So, it's your first interview. How are you feeling about it?
I'm quite a confident person,
Mm.
so I'm not too nervous. Like, I'm gonna be talking about stuff that I would talk about to anybody.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just that now there's cameras,
Yeah, I know
so
the
that's
drill.
it. Like, that's something I'm just not like used to, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna get used to it.
yeah, that's cool. So, let's talk about, where you like grew up and stuff. West London, like.
Yeah. I grew up like in like Ladbroke Grove, Latimer
Hmm.
Road. I lived with like my mum.
Hmm.
Um, like growing up in West is just it's just football. There was
Okay.
like two football pitches. There was Green Pitch, which isn't there no more,
Hmm.
and then there's Westway that's still there.
Hmm.
Like would all link up and just kick ball, play football.
Yeah.
That's all I did since like 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so in West, like will come
Hmm.
to your house. You come in to play out football
Hmm.
after school, football.
Everything was just
It was just
football.
there. Like in West, it's just I feel like growing up there,
Hmm.
it helped. It helped me so much. Like being
Mm.
from West, I don't know. Like I don't really go to other areas. Well,
Yeah,
now I do, but when I was younger, I just wanted to stay in my area and play.
play football.
Yeah, that's what I did. Like that's all we did there.
So, I'm guessing that football is that's your lifelong dream. That's your goal.
Yeah, it's difficult because my dad, for
Hmm.
example, he doesn't play football,
Hmm.
doesn't know how to play football. He's a
Yeah.
wrestler,
Huh?
so that's completely different
Oh.
from from me. Like
Yeah.
he just said, like as a kid, yeah, like you could ask anybody that would knew me from a baby. I just was always wrestling people.
Hmm.
My dad was like, I don't want him to do wrestling. I want him to play football.
Yeah.
Took me to a football pitch, and then just clicked from there.
Wow. Okay. So, you're semi-pro or
Yeah,
pro?
semi-pro. I play
Semi-pro.
at Tooting and Mitcham.
Tuna Mitcham.
Yeah, but this season I've just been trying to find myself,
Hmm.
trying to get do new challenges and just go to different teams and play first team and week in week out. Try to just challenge myself and
Yes.
push myself to a different kind of limit.
Yeah. So, what position do you play?
I play everywhere, but obviously I prefer to play as a winger or behind the striker. But
Okay.
the season I just went, I was playing as a fullback. It was quite comfortable, but I wasn't really enjoying myself as much as I wanted to.
Mm.
I couldn't express myself when I first started playing football, like properly, like taking it serious is when I was going through a lot of stuff.
Right.
I felt like I was low a lot of the time because
Mm.
I had like deaths in the family and stuff
Okay.
wasn't really going my way and teachers in school were telling me I'd never amount to anything and I felt like football I could just express myself.
Yeah. So, you spoke about like being like in a low point in your life and teachers telling you that obviously
Yeah.
doesn't help. I mean, how did you kind of fight your way to? Was it football that? Is it having a dream that helps you sometimes find your way out of a dark place, or do you think that's just within yourself to just pick
I
yourself up?
feel like it's with me it was like football just helped me block it out
Yes.
and then I felt like when I was about 13, 14, I found God. Like,
Mhm.
I think I got baptized when I was like 14, 15.
Okay.
And that helped me get out of the situation where I was feeling very, very dark.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, I'd go to school and a teacher would tell me something. I'd just turn around and be like, who you talking to?
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
can't, don't talk to me.
Uh-huh.
And it was a thing where it started to affect not only in school, it started to affect like my family, like 'cause I was being rude.
Mm.
And it weren't just normal rude. It was a point where it was like they couldn't deal with it anymore
Mhm.
because of what happened. I just felt like my mind wasn't in the right place.
So, like, what's your relationship like, say, from back then to now with your mum?
Um, well, my mum had like a difficult my mum had me when she was like 16, 17, so it was quite difficult for her, and my dad as well. She worked like 3 jobs, went to uni, and I would stay with my grandma and she'll look after me. Mum will come or my dad will come get me late, and then same thing in the morning. They'll go to work. I'd go to school depending on how old I was. Obviously, for us, it's quite difficult because my mum told me that obviously when we were young, because she was so young, like everyone's gonna think you're gonna fail as a mother
Yeah. Yeah.
because you're so young. So like when we had nothing and nothing, we used to sleep on like family or friend sofas, and I was very young. Mum would still go to work, still go to uni. I remember being in primary school and like my mum would go to work. my grandma will pick me up. I say, where's my mum? She's at uni. Then she'll come get me after, go home, eat, and then like I think that has helped me and my mum have a relationship where it's not only mother and son, it's like two friends.
Yeah.
Because we grew up my mum always say this, like, we grew up together. We didn't really, like, it's not like I have a little brother now where she's more of a mother to my little brother, where she's like, this way. But when we're growing up together, when my mum's 17, or how old, like I say I was like 6 and she's how old, it's more we're learning stuff together. We're actually doing stuff and learning stuff together. And she's teaching me. She's like, oh, I didn't know this. But I'm like, oh, I didn't know this as well. Yeah. So we learn a lot of stuff together. Yeah. So relationships come a lot closer. Yeah.
I mean, look, your mum must have done a great job because you're doing a lot. I mean, you're doing very well for yourself, I would say. How old are you?
20.
20. And I mean, you've modelled for Nike and stuff. I mean, how did you get into that? I mean, your mum must be proud.
Well, like, with like the modelling, my mum's a photographer. So in uni, she was always taking photos of me from when I was a baby to how old I am now. And like, I was comfortable with taking photos. And when they approached me, I got it through one of my friends that said, oh, do you know anyone that supports Chelsea that will want to do a shoot? Yeah. And then they said, oh, yeah, like, Marcus would be good for it. So she looked at my Instagram and was like, yeah, like, and then they gave me a call and was like, oh, we want to do a shoot with you with Nike and Chelsea, and that's gonna be on the actual website. Gonna get sent emails to everybody, and your face is gonna be there. And when I did it, I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. It could have been, I can't lie, it could have been any football team. It could have been any Nike football team, and I said, yeah, I want to do it.
Yeah, of course.
Because I just wanted to do the experience, because I was used to taking pictures with like up and coming clothing lines. Yeah. And that was fine, but I always wanted to be like, I want my face to be everywhere. Yes. So I went from doing that, and that was a great experience, to I did a recent shoot. It was more of a advert for Sports Direct with the new Predators, and that was quite fun because that was in Chelsea, and that was like a abandoned school. Yeah. Was playing football and doing skills and all of that, and then that's like still out there. Yeah. Then I've got another one coming up, but I don't think I'm allowed to say it. Okay. But I've got another one coming up with Sports Direct. Okay. Like an actual advert where I'm actually talking and like I'm one of the main characters, and that will be out. I don't know when that will be out. Yeah. But it will be out soon.
Wicked. So I mean, obviously football and modelling, I suppose, do you think in a way kind of ties hand in hand, innit?
Yeah. In a way. I feel like it helps me express myself. Yeah. Like I don't lie about who I am on like when I'm playing football. I can't turn around and say to you, oh, I'm the best player in the world when I'm right now I'm grinding to be that player. Yes. And then it helps me express myself. If I feel like I can do this, I do it. On social media, I'm not gonna lie about who I am. I'm gonna post up like what I enjoy, what I like, who I am, and hopefully that will kind of like I hope my lifestyle inspires people to express themselves as well. Yes.
So I mean, social media now, I mean, you've got quite a huge following. Yeah. Right. I mean, thousands we're talking. So I know you also do you help other people kind of build up their following and stuff. How did that come into play?
Well, obviously my mum does that as well, and we're always talking. Like yesterday, we was talking for 2 hours, just debating about certain stuff. I feel like I said, when you express yourself, that's the way I see it. I feel like people wanna show who they are, what they do through social media, but they don't do it the right way. Like some of the pictures don't look like. You got to think about, if your picture quality is low, then it doesn't look like your lifestyle is up there. That's the way I see it. So if you want to take the best pictures to show your best lifestyle, then I'm trying to help that person do it. So I talk about what apps you use, angles, the background. Like all my friends, yesterday my friends called me up saying, is it the background or is it the person that makes a photo? It's 2 a.m. They're calling me about Instagram. I'm just I will help them. Today, my friends were saying, "Oh, after let's go somewhere and we'll do a shoot," because they trust me with it about what looks good, because they want to do stuff that I do, but they don't have the person to show them. But now they do, because now I'm able to tell
give
them this is the way.
Yeah. But you see, with social media, because obviously I think it's it can be a blessing and a curse. And do you think sometimes people can get trapped into this this social media lifestyle? Yeah. To the point where there's a lot of pressure to look a certain way or live a certain way. And then, do you know what I mean?
I get that, because with me, social media plays a big part into what I do because I get a lot of stuff through it. But I'm not gonna lie about who I am. Like I've seen people buy stuff to take photos in it. So for example, if it's designer stuff, take photos in it, flash it about, but they can't afford it.
Yes.
And me, I'm very simple. Do you get what I'm saying? Like this jumper was £20, no, £10.
Yeah.
But in a designer shop, it'll be like 120. Like my trainers are Air Forces,
Yeah.
and I just style them the way I want to style them. Do what I want to do. I feel like with social media, you can get trapped into a game where you're not eating, but you're getting likes.
Yeah.
And I don't get how people can do that.
Yeah, because they don't separate
Yeah.
worlds, innit?
Yeah, they're just trapped into it where it's just like that's all they know.
Yes.
Just post a picture, get likes, get attention.
Yeah.
When really you could be making, like my mum was talking about yesterday, you can make so much money from social media as long as you're doing it properly
Yeah, the right way. Yeah.
and you're actually using it to what it's intended for.
Yeah.
Not just for numbers.
Yeah. I mean, what have you got planned now for? I'm not going to talk about like what have you got planned for 10 years.
Yeah.
But what have you got planned like for the rest of the year? Like what you have coming up?
Rest of this year. I'm hoping to like with Ball, I'm hoping to push it to a new scale. Like I've been, yeah, like, yeah, that's the dream. Like obviously, like I pray to God every day that it happens soon, but I know that it takes time.
Yeah.
So my time will come, and I know that there's gonna be certain obstacles that I'll have to overcome before getting there.
Yeah.
And I'm programming my mind mentally so it can stay strong for when these obstacles come, I can just overcome them straight away. So my mind's too strong, nothing can knock me down.
Yeah.
And then I want to keep pushing the branding with people. I want to help more people, do shoots with more people. I want to influence people in a different way where they're actually coming to me for advice about certain things because I feel that I have so much knowledge, but I'm still learning at the same time.
Yes.
So it will help me. It's just getting it expressed the right way and making sure everyone understands where I'm coming from and understand where they're coming from and everything else.
Yeah. I mean, because I wouldn't say you've been through a bit. I mean, you spoke about your dark sides. I mean, not sides. Like you've got different personality disorders. But I mean, like, you know, certain parts in your life. And I think that I don't believe that people need to be something or someone to such an extent to give out and try and help other people.
Yeah.
It had to start from somewhere. I think if everyone was like that, I suppose we would live in a much better society, innit?
Yeah. I just feel that, like, I always look up to people that have been through something as well because it helps me relate. But just because I've been through something doesn't mean I can't achieve great.
Yes.
I feel like I can do anything I want to do. I feel like if I was to turn around tomorrow and to my family and say, I'm going to do football, but I'm also going to do music. And I'm not into music. Like, I don't like making music. But if I said I wanted to be a rapper or a singer, I can do that.
Yeah.
Because I feel that if you program your mind to realize that you can do anything and achieve anything you want to achieve, no one can stop you. Like right now, I feel unstoppable. No one's going to stop me from doing anything I want to do. And I've been told, like, the season that just went, I've been told like, I was too slow, I was unfit, I was overweight. Like I was about to get released from a semi-pro club. So I was thinking, how is this possible? Yeah. Like, I was scoring goals the weeks beforehand, but I put on weight. And I said to myself, no, this isn't happening. So what did I do? I just went and trained. Even my friends were turning around to me saying, like, you've put on weight. And for me, it was like, wait a minute, what? I didn't realize that. So I programmed my mind and said, you know what? Let's forget my past. Let's forget that's what happened yesterday. Let's focus on tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And then I always program my mind to think of whatever I achieve today, that's gone. I need to make sure that tomorrow I'm achieving even better than what I did. And now I'm like, I'm happy in my life. I just want to keep going and going and going. I don't want to stop.
Yeah. Hashtag unstoppable. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
check it out.
Yeah. To me, like, impossible is nothing.
Yeah.
Impossible is nothing to me. Like, no one can tell me I can't do nothing. From time I got told in year 9, my mum would have to come in for a meeting, or my dad have to come into a meeting. He's not gonna make it to year 11. He's not gonna do this. He's not gonna do that. But I'm doing it. I made it to year 11. I didn't go to college, but I carried on playing football, and I'm not gonna stop giving up until. And even if God forbid I don't make it pro, I'm still gonna be playing football. Yeah. I'm still gonna be playing football. I'm still gonna be doing the things I enjoy because, like I said, it helps me express myself.
And life is too short to do things that you don't love.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Listen, Marcus, your mindset is brilliant, man. Your mum's done a great job, seriously. And you're gonna go places. And I
Yeah,
pray
thank
you
you.
get to pro, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Marcus. So we have some questions from followers directed to you. First off is who inspires you on and off the pitch?
On the pitch, it's obviously footballers I look up to. There's the more known ones like Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar. I look up to them, but then I always look up to players that have this sort of like fight about them.
Yes.
Like I look up more of like a Alexis Sanchez, Luis Suarez, who when they're playing, there's something in their eye that they just want that ball, and that's how I see myself. Like them players there, they just got some different. There's something different in their brain that no one can explain. The way they drive for the ball, and especially players that have come from nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm talking. There's no football history behind them. There's no money behind them, and they've grinded it out non-stop to make it where they are now. Off the pitch, I wouldn't say it's a person. I'd say it's more of people. I say it inspires me off the pitch to achieve what I want to achieve is my family, because when I mean like not just me, my mum didn't have nothing. I'm talking my whole family didn't, because obviously my family's from Egypt, so they come over here and didn't have anything, and my other family's from Colombia and they come over here didn't have anything, and they're both big families, so they kind of off the pitch, and there's not just them like my family. There's also like friends who I class as my family, that have helped me achieve certain things in my life and reach certain goals, that I count them, and they inspire me because I want to give back to them. I want to make sure that they're living right. Yeah. And that just helps me. That's like my main drive.
Yeah. So my question to that is family in Egypt and Colombia, you said. Yeah. So do you go back?
I've been to Colombia, but I haven't. I've been to Colombia like 3 times. And I think I'm going to go again this year. My dad just went there. He's leaving today actually to go to Colombia. But I haven't been to Egypt.
Okay.
I've never been to Egypt. I do want to go, but I do want to go with like my mom and my little brother and my stepdad. I want to go with them and then go by myself.
Yeah. Other than football, what else can you see being successful for you?
I feel like the modelling can go quite far because I feel like I can do different stuff.
Yeah.
It's funny because when I was a kid and I wanted to do modelling, when I went, I think my mum took me or someone took me to like something to do with Disney.
Okay.
And they were just like, "No, it doesn't have the look." I was okay. I was just like, "Oh, whatever." Like, I just didn't really think of it because it didn't really bother me that much. And then now I feel like, because I've done certain brands and people hit me up with their clothing saying, "Oh, can you model for us?" Or photographers will hit me up. I feel like that will go quite far. It's not like my main thing. It's just one of the things that I like doing. I enjoy it. Like I'd rather do that than be sitting at home.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that I want to have my own business, and I want to do so many things. It's just to be successful. It's just I need to have people around me as well that see the dream as well. If they don't see the dream, then it's gonna be quite difficult to do it by myself, which is fine. I don't mind doing it by myself, but it will just take a longer time. But I do have a team. That help me and they give me advice and make sure everything's like running fine. And that's more family. So
yeah, that's good. And what advice would you give a young footballer trying to make it pro like you, semi-pro?
Yeah, obviously, like I'm playing semi-pro now, but I'm trying my hardest to get to the pro. But obviously, there's some kids out there that, if you're younger and you have the same mindset I might have, then you're in a better place because you're at a younger age. It's just that you need to have tunnel vision on football. You need to make sure that you're doing everything into doing football, and I don't mean just on the pitch. I mean off it as well. Like you need to make sure you're networking with people. If someone after the game says, "Oh, you're good, like you're an amazing footballer, I feel like you can go far," and you think they'll be able to help, just take their number. It's not gonna, even if they don't help you, it's just their number. So that's one mistake I didn't do when I was young. Is I didn't network with people properly because like my mum doesn't know football, my dad doesn't know football. They just thought he'll make it pro because they don't know all the little things inside of it. I had to kind of learn it myself. And then that's probably the main thing I'd say, like, make sure you're networking, make sure you have tunnel vision on it, make sure you're training every single day, and then you will get far because some people are happy in a position where I am now. Some people are like, this is the best I'll ever play. Like, this is the best club I'll probably play for. Some people are like that. There's some people I play with now and they're happy being at the club that we're at. Obviously, I'm not, so it's different for me. I'm just like, I come here to show what I can do, and I'm gonna be gone. So
Yeah.
it's just everyone's gonna take that. Everyone's gonna time will come at differently, but you just
Different
have
times,
to
yeah.
you just have to keep grinding and grinding.
Exactly. Okay. And where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I want to have my pro. I want to be no. For me, I want to be known like in my 5 years. In the next 5 years, I want to be known as the person that inspired other people to achieve great. And then that's the main thing. And then other than that, I want to help people grow their socials. I want to be like where people want to come all the time, and I have a package for them waiting. And it's just like boom, boom, boom. People are there getting it. I want to make sure people. I want to help people make money as well. Like show them the right things to do. This and that. There's so many things I want to do, but I just know that with my mindset, I'm gonna achieve it. I just know it in the next 5 years.
Yeah, definitely. And how difficult is it for a young player to go through non-league, trying to make it to the professional league?
For me, it's one of the hardest things because like right now at Tooting, there's so many leagues above, there's so many people in your position.
Yeah.
It's just that in my position at my club, there's about 4 of us.
Right.
So that means 2 of us are not in the team week in, week out. And I feel like if you're this is what I say to everybody. What I do is if me and you play for the same team and we play in the same position and you're in the gym for 4 hours, I'm in the gym for 6 hours. If you're on the pitch for 2 hours, I'm on the pitch for 4 hours. I'm gonna stay the same time as you and longer. I'm gonna do everything you did and more. And then I know that God's gonna see that. He's gonna put more power into me. He's gonna put more strength into me, and I'm gonna end up just overcome that. People are gonna forget about you, and they're gonna want me. But there's also like in ball, you have to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent week in, week out. Especially as a forward, you need to be given a 9 out of 10 every game, 8 out of 10 minimum. That's the way I see it. Because for me, consistency was like a big thing from when I was young. There was like you scored 4 goals one week, and then you didn't score the next week. Then you scored 6, and then you didn't score for 2 weeks.
So it literally needs to be.
Yeah, you have to be doing something every game, and that's one thing I just like. That's what I'm focusing on right now.
Yeah. Is
making sure I'm physically ready, mentally ready, and my consistent is just being consistent. Is just the main thing. So that's like the main thing I'd say, especially from non-league, is consistency. If you're a striker, you need to be banging in 20 goals a season until someone picks you up. You can't score 20 and then score 5. Nothing will happen for you.
That's dread though, in a way. They don't even look at what you've done.
They don't know. They don't know if you're in the gym. They don't know that. They don't know that. So
you just got to just
for
show
you
them.
for you to be training all the time. That's for your managers to make sure that you're playing.
Yeah.
And then for you to be consistent, that's for the scouts to come in and say, you know what, I want this player. And then the player that's in the position, I don't know, Arsenal or Chelsea, they're just going to drop him out and say, no, we want this guy because we know that week in, week out, he's going to score 25 goals plus. Or if they're defender, we know that no one's going to go past him. If they're goalkeeper, they're going to get clean sheets.
Yeah.
So it's just consistency. That's like the main thing I'd say.
Yeah, I get that. And what's your match day routine? What do you eat? Like your favorite types of music, I suppose.
For me, like my match day routine, if the game's in the morning, if it's a like 3 p.m. kickoff, it's quite difficult to do the main thing. If it's at night, where it's like 7:45 kickoff, I would wake up kind of early. I'd stretch and that. I'd have like loads of pasta and tuna. I don't really have pasta and chicken. I feel like it's too heavy for me.
Yeah.
And then the music I listen to is like, I put music in my ear. It'll be like different kind of music. It'll be like Little Pump. It'll be like 6ix9ine. It'll be like Trippie Redd, because their music kind of, it gets you to the point where it's like when this ball touches my foot, I'm gonna lace it in the top bins, because your mind just like it's just ready. It's just ready. Yeah. But for me, I listen sometimes. I thought, wow, it'll be quite weird for me. I'll listen to like some like 90s songs, and I don't know how, and I still feel as gassed as I would feel if I was listening to them. But what I do, the main thing I do is I watch someone in the same position as me on YouTube. I don't just watch their skills and their goals. I watch a full match.
Okay.
And I'll just watch what they do. So I'll just go to like someone in my position. If it was like Hazard, I'd watch the most recent game or a game that I know he played good, and just watch his movement, watch the way he like controls the ball, and I'll try to think, okay, now, and I'll just be like, this is what I want to do on the pitch. But from young, what I've been doing is, my first manager, his name was Ricky, when I was at Sunday team, New Hope, like where I used to live. He'll be like, have your own commentator in your head.
Okay.
So when you receive the ball, just be like, yeah, Marcus on the ball. He beats one, he beats two, he scores. Just do that in your head,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
in your head, you're gonna feel like you're in Old Trafford.
You're right.
Do you know what I'm saying? And it will just, you don't want to commentate in your head and be like, yeah, he gets the ball, okay, he loses it.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
confidence is gonna go down. So every time you get the ball, your commentator is just going crazy in your head.
Yeah.
But you are your own commentator.
I like that. That's a good one. Okay, and ultimately, well, lastly, shall I say, what do you want to be known for?
I want to be known for, like I said, I want to be known for inspiring people. I feel like that's one thing that I've always wanted to do. I think my mom knows that the most.
Right.
That I'm always like helping people. I'm always carrying people. I'm always giving advice out to make sure that I feel that I may, like I said, yeah, I may not achieve everything I want to do in life. I may achieve the small things, but I know that if someone watches this and they say, oh, I want to do that as well,
Yeah.
and then they're just going off my word, what I'm saying to them,
Yeah.
I know that I can inspire them to achieve great.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I want to be known for motivating people. I want to be known for being a footballer. I want to be known for being just, you look up and I'm on a billboard. I want to be known for all these things. I just want to make sure that, like, I know that the way I express myself is going to come out in exactly how I see it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to give like false lies and be like, yeah, I'm this person, and when you meet me, I'm not that person. Me, I'm bubbly. I'm always giving advice. I'm passionate. That's one thing about me. I'm very passionate. Everybody knows that. No matter what it is, I'm so passionate about it. It could be about a game. It could be about FIFA. I will talk about it for hours, saying how it's the best game in the world. If it's about trainers, I'll be like, this is the most comfortable trainers in the world. It's because I'm so passionate about what I believe in that my mind's just in the right place for it.
Yeah. I know you helped me because I remember when we spoke the first time, and then you're talking about Instagram, and I'm like, raw boy, my Instagram is messy.
Yeah.
And then I saw the archive button that you showed me.
Yeah.
It's all now I'm still archiving things.
Yeah, like,
So I mean, yeah.
like even stuff like that. Like, if you want to be known for like what you do properly, then make sure you're getting it across the right way.
Yeah.
Like for me, I do so much things. So I play football. I make sure my social media has all of that. Yeah. I model. I make sure my social media has all of that. I've done an event with my two friends, and I make sure my social media has that, because that's something I want to do. Like I want to do so. There's so many things in my mind that I want to do. It's just that some of them need a team, so you have to wait till you find the right people. Some of them you just do yourself. Yeah. And like I honestly believe, like, if it wasn't for the certain people in my life, like meeting certain people, certain families, certain obstacles I had to overcome, I don't think I'd be able to say and able to be doing what I do now. Because right now I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I know that this is the right path to where I want to be. Yeah. Like I don't. If people say to me, "Oh, you're not gonna," I don't believe in what you're doing. I don't think it's gonna go well. Then okay, like. Get
But you know what you're doing,
yeah,
exactly.
Just get out of the way then.
Yeah.
Like I don't care whether at the end of the road I don't achieve anything. I know that in my heart, I know at least I tried to do what I wanted to do. But I know what I'm doing because God has come into my mind and He's told me, you, as long as you do these things, you listen to these people, and you trust in God, nothing's gonna go wrong. Yeah. That's the way I see it, and I know that whatever route I go in, even if I go into football and then I go, okay, but now I want to do this, but it's still to do with football, I know that it's gonna go right. Yeah. I know that if I stop wanting to do modeling, but then I know that another opportunity might come. They might say to me, "Oh, I want you to go find models like yourself when we found you." Yeah. Then I go do that. Yeah. I know that you never know. Someone big can come up to me and say, "I want you to control my social media, and I'll pay you thousands of pounds." Cool, because I enjoy these things.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
As long as like my drive is ball, that's my main drive. I just have little things that help me along the way. I can't play football 24 hours a day. Yeah. Like I can't do that physically. I can't do it. So I have to make sure my mind's always just got something in it, because I feel like if I don't, then I will get to that dark place again. Yes. When I was younger, because there's so many things happen coming up to that. Like as I was getting older, I was like, the more I leave my mind blank, the more I think about it. Yeah. So I was just like, it's time to do something about it. Yeah. And that's what I did.
I love that. Just one last question. Your dad's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Okay. And I used to watch a little bit of a wrestler. And people always told me he's fake.
Nah. No, you know what? Yeah, with me, I was like, no, it's not fake, because my dad will come home and he'll be bust up.
Right.
Like he come home in crutches. I'm like, nah, this ain't fake. All my friends are telling me, no, it's fake, it's fake. I'm like, nah, it's not, man. My dad's arrested. How you telling me? And then I went to one of his shows one time, and then they're just talking about what's gonna happen. They was like, so I'm gonna jump off the top rope. You're gonna catch me. Then you're gonna pin me. I was like, what? I was like, no. And then my mom was like, no, it's fake. Like, I was like, no, but they're bleeding. She's like, no, it's fake. And then my dad told me, he was like, yeah, these are the secrets. These are this, these are that. I was like,
So when your dad came home in crutches?
that's because he hurt him. He hurt himself.
Oh, okay.
Like he was wrestling, but he hurt himself. He landed wrong. Obviously, like injuries do happen.
Yeah.
Like loads. I sprained my foot doing a 619 in the ring when I was like 9 years old. He got caught in the rope, and I was like, "No, this ain't fake, man. This is actually hurts." Like, but it's everything's planned, but it does hurt. Like everything does hurt.
Wow, man.
Like,
That's
you can come home like with a broken jaw, broken leg, whatever.
But ultimately, it's staged.
Yeah, like everything that happens is staged, which
Damn.
from there I was never into it. So
Yeah.
even now, sometimes when I'm bored, I'm like, oh, let me watch it.
Yeah.
Like I always found wrestling like fun, but not fun to watch. I want to be like a part of it.
Yeah.
I told my dad when I was small, I was like, let me fight. When you're fighting, let me run into the ring and beat them up for you. But it's just like, for me, it's like same way my dad loves wrestling.
Yeah.
It's because he said to me as well, like he could express himself. He's been doing wrestling since he was like, I don't know, like 13, and he still wrestles. He's actually away. He just come back. I think he come back today. He's actually away, doing shows.
Okay.
Because he still enjoy it, because he says like when he's on the mic and he's always the bad guy. He's expressing himself. He's always like shut your mouth to the crowd, and the crowd are getting his crowd are booing him, but he loves it.
Okay.
And that's what I see. I see myself as like I want to be an entertainer. Like I want to entertain people, but I don't want to entertain people for just to be stupid. I want to entertain people for of who I am.
Yeah.
That's I think like what he does inspired me as well. Because when I'm going to shows and there's like so many fans and they're coming up to him and they're getting signatures, I'm like, yeah, I want this for myself. Even though it may not be like the greatest thing, like a Ronaldo where he's getting like loads of signatures and then all this stuff, but that little thing when I've seen it every single weekend, going to a show and signature, and taking photos, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have this, but better.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it, and I think he knows it. I think my mom knows it, and my stepdad knows it. I think even my little brother is like 4. He knows that I'm gonna be great already.
Yeah, I love that, Marcus.
Thank you.
Wicked. That was fake, by the way. It was wrestling, but yeah, that didn't really happen. Okay. See you later.
See you later.